Midday's right there in 4th place, followed by Heaven Sent. Rainbow View going off the 5-2 favourite. She's in 6th place at the moment. Rainbow View in the white jacket, just moving up a place, now 5th on the far side, followed by Heaven Sent, High Heeled, Nash Meyer, Money Can't Buy Me Love, and Saphira's Fire. Spacious maybe just taking over from Bathsheba. Katira on the far side. Midday, push comes to shove for her, but she's making ground under Tom Queally. Rainbow View over on the far side has got a chance as well as they head down the home straight, and Midday really picking up under the rail now. Midday strikes the front from Spacious. Katira, Bathsheba, Rainbow View. Heaven Sent is trying to run on as well, and they're just about coming within sight of the stands now, and Midday is in front in the Nassau. It's Midday and Tom Queally, chased very hard by Money Can't Buy Me Love and Rainbow View inside the final 100, and it's the Oaks runner-up Midday who's going to bounce back to winning form at Group 1 level. Midday for Henry Cecil, and Tom Queally beats Rainbow View. Money Can't Buy Me Love back in 3rd, tight 4 Bathsheba and High Heeled. A little right-hander will bring them home, and it's Bathsheba by a length. Stasolita well poised. Midday down the outside. Strawberry Daiquiri in behind, and plenty of buttons still to be pushed here as they race inside the final 3. Bathsheba, Stasolita and Midday both going well. Queally getting a bit lower in the saddle. He's asking Midday now to go up and challenge Stasolita as they all go on by Bathsheba. Strawberry Daiquiri's flat to the balls from Antara, and now racing down inside the final quarter, and Midday kicks on from Stasolita. Oh, that was a classy turn of foot there from Midday. Stasolita trying to come back, then Antara and Strawberry Daiquiri inside the final furlong. Stasolita is rallying, and Midday is running out of a bit of steam. Might fight back though. Antara on the far side. Stasolita and Midday indeed, she wanted something to race with, and she goes on to win the 2nd Nassau. Stasolita on the near side of Antara, 2nd and 3rd, then Strawberry Daiquiri, Contredanse, Bathsheba and Rossonara.
All Hannigan stacking them up on Barefoot Lady as they begin to turn downhill. Field Day in 2nd. Midday, Pink Cap on the outside of Crystal Capella. Snow Fairy yet to make a move. Likewise, Principal Roll. Barefoot Lady and the field now really are compacted. Barefoot Lady still sitting quietly in front, no move yet to increase the pace as they freewheel downhill with Field Day, Midday on the outside. Crystal Capella, mindful maybe of the stamina. Jimmy Fortune nips up the inside and is the first one to try and press. Barefoot Lady is a bit squeezed with Field Day. Midday moves to the outside. Snow Fairy shadowing Midday's every move, so now it is a dash for home. Field Day the outsider, Barefoot Lady battling on. Crystal Capella, the white face, Midday poised. Snow Fairy on her girth, and now Midday is just shaken up and asked to commit. Snow Fairy comes after her. Crystal Capella is battling on the inside. Midday, who can lose concentration, out in front is still a couple of lengths clear from Snow Fairy and Crystal Capella, and it's Midday who's a couple of lengths in advance of Snow Fairy, who's trying to rally on the inside, but Midday smoothly is going to round off a terrific week for Tom Queally, Sir Henry Cecil and Khalid Abdullah, and win her 3rd Markel Insurance Nassau Stakes. So Timepiece extended the advantage to just over a length and a half and is being allowed to breeze down the hill. In 2nd place was from on the outside Izzy Top, then Laytime and Narain towards the inside, the Fugue and Clinical, as Timepiece leads them down the hill, gradually winding it up. Using her long stride to full effect, leads from Was in 2nd. Izzy Top in black and white, Narain with the white face as Timepiece really now tries to begin to press on. Laytime's being ridden. The Fugue tracks Izzy Top's every move as they make their way down in the final 2 furlongs at the Nassau, and it's Timepiece out in front. Izzy Top still being shadowed by the Fugue in the pink jacket under a confident Richard Hughes, but they've all got to get past Timepiece yet, who continues to point her toe. Izzy Top, the Fugue is pulled out, but Timepiece is still out in front. Izzy Top, the Fugue is, however, staying on strongly. Was is rallying, and the Fugue, a blistering turn of foot, carries her to the front, and she wins the Market Insurance Nassau Stakes in dominant fashion. Another Group 1 for John Gosden. Timepiece, the run of the race in 2nd. So out in front, Just Pretending and Banoffee at the head of affairs. Ambivalent poised with Samael and Moment in Time making up the 2nd wave. Sarja next from Integral. Sky Lantern pulled towards the centre of the field. Hot Snaps now being pushed along towards the inside. Beatrice Aurora improves, going okay. Win Silly comes next. Just the Judge still quietly ridden. Ambivalent moving to Just Pretending. Sarja coming there very strongly, shadowed by Sky Lantern, who now is travelling well. Integral behind them. Wins Silly with a run, trying to hold Sky Lantern into the pocket. Sarja with Just Pretending. Sky Lantern all of a sudden leads it out. Wins Silly, and right down the outside, Thistle Bird gathering momentum, and Sky Lantern's imprisoned in a pocket. It's Sarja in the blue. Wins Silly, Thistle Bird, Sky Lantern trying to thread the needle, and Richard Hughes' luck has finally run out at Goodwood this week. It's Thistle Bird in the yellow cap. Wins Silly on the far side. Driven out, Wins Silly. Thistle Bird at the line. Wins Silly for a shot. Wins Silly for William Buick and John Gosden. In the second place, Thistle Bird. Third, Sarja and Hot Snap, who ran on very well to make it close for that position.
Lustrous. Richard Hughes on this white-faced runner has just almost joined a dark blue jacket of Joseph O'Brien on Venus de Milo in front as they begin the downhill run. 2 lengths behind them is Sultanina. She holds third place. And then the nose-banded Narnine against the rails. On the extreme right, Mango Diva, Ryan Moore just getting a little bit closer. And Eastern Bell continues to be the back marker. Last bit of the turn, inside of the 3 marker now. Venus de Milo almost been left alone in front, leads by only a half length. Sultanina coming up on the outside of Lustrous. Look on the left, Narnine. A big gap for her to try and get through. And now she comes through it with Christophe Soumi. On Mango Diva is next as they head down to the final quarter mile. Mango Diva on the right. On the left is Nan in the green jacket. Venus de Milo is next. Sultanina, 1 from the right. Pink jacket, white sleeves, putting in a big run. Heading down towards the last furlong. Nan in front, bidding to be the first French-trained winner of the Nassau. Sultanina is trying to retain it for John Gosden. These two battling it out as they race up towards the line. Sultanina and William Buick coming home the strongest. Sultanina gives John Gosden a hat-trick of wins in the Markel Insurance Nassau. 9 in second. Venus de Milo was third. Eastern Bell in fourth.
They're past the halfway point now and beginning the descent. Star of Seville and Frankie Dettori continuing to dictate the field, but they're tightly clustered up in behind. Arabian Queen is just second. Diamonds and Rubies on the near side, tracked by Legatissimo. Lady of Dubai, yellow jacket on the far side from Clara Sierra. Then Jazzy Top, Wedding Vow and Hughes still at the tail of the field on Bright Approach. Now the sprint on down towards the final 3 furlongs. Frankie crouching low on Star of Seville. Arabian Queen is still in the thick of the action. Away to the right, Legatissimo yet to be produced. Then Diamonds and Rubies. Jazzy Top, white cap going for an up the inside. Doesn't see much daylight. Followed by Lady of Dubai. Legatissimo now quick and smartly moves through to take over as they head down towards the last furlong. Wedding Vow is running on from the rear. Legatissimo with 200 yards to cover. Wedding Vow is out after her. Then Arabian Queen and Star of Seville. Legatissimo stretching out in front. Has too much class for them. And Legatissimo wins the Nassau. Wedding Vow is second. Arabian Queen third. And Clara Sierra is back in fourth.
So reaching the highest point now of the course, beginning the right-hand turn as well, and Ryan Moore just lets Minding drift off the running rail to avoid getting eclipsed behind runners, although Beautiful Romance, James Doyle tries to put him right back in there on the outside, and Minding just shuffled back towards the tail. Swiss Range from Queen's Trust. Beautiful Romance, Minding now pulled towards the outside, but is the back marker after that shenanigans, and Jamail is towards the inside. So fanning out across the course, they make their way up the home straight. Swiss Range it is who leads. In second is Queen's Trust. Beautiful Romance in the blue. Minding gradually being wound up towards the outside of the course, and then Jamail as they make their way with 2 furlongs to travel. Minding makes her move with Queen's Trust and Swiss Range, and it's Minding who has now moved through the lead as they approach the final furlong and a half. Queen's Trust is battling on well in second place. Then Swiss Range and Jamail, but it's not a cakewalk for Minding. She is in front by about a length or so from Queen's Trust, and now she begins to exert her authority, and Minding is being pushed out towards the line and will notch her 6th Group 1 success in the Cattle Nassau Stakes, and Ryan Moore gains his first success in the race. It's another in the race for Aidan O'Brien.
And Sabetsu from Hydrangea. Winter a couple of lengths back in third. On the inside is Somi Dar. Blonde Me next, Queen's Trust, and no cards really played so far down towards the final half mile, and it's Sabetsu that continues to lead the way. Hydrangea possibly drawing a little closer. Winter going well back in third place, then Somi Dar, Blonde Me and Queen's Trust on their way now towards the final 3 furlongs, and getting across to that inside running rail at the cutaway. Sabetsu from Hydrangea. Winter in behind them. Does
Ryan try and come, trying to go up the inside, looking for a bit of room there. Hydrangea on his outside, and Winter is coming through now to track Sabetsu. Sabetsu though kicking from the front. Somidar driven out wide. Blonde Me wider still. Queen's Trust. Winter trying to get to Sabetsu. Winter drawing alongside Sabetsu as they run towards the final furlong, and now she strikes the front. Winter leads from Sabetsu. Blonde Me back in third, and it's Winter, this terrific 3-year-old filly, racing up towards the line. A couple of guineas, a Royal Ascot win, and now she wins the Nassau. A 4th Group 1 for Winter. Blonde Me and Sabetsu fighting it out for second. Then again to Hydrangea.
Wild Illusion continues to dictate the gallop. 2 lengths to Urban Fox in second. Rhododendron is close up in third. On the inside in the red, white and blue jacket, Voracious. Then the white blaze, red sleeved Bilston Brook, and the pink cap at the back is Wilhelmina. Approaching the last little right-hand turn, and Wild Illusion is trying to stretch them out here. Urban Fox travels kindly in second. Rhododendron is now just pushed along into the bridle by Ryan Moore. Then Voracious, Wilhelmina on the far side, and Bilston Brook. Wild Illusion, Urban Fox in second. Rhododendron out wide with her tongue hanging right out. Then on the wide outside, Bilston Brook, and then Voracious switch to the far side ahead of Wilhelmina. But Wild Illusion is taking a lot of passing here. Voracious is trying to charge up that far side running rail. It's Wild Illusion from Voracious, Urban Fox and Bilston Brook down the outside, well inside the final furlong, and Wild Illusion is holding all comers here from Voracious and Urban Fox, and Wild Illusion goes on to win the Nassau from the front all the way. Tight second, Voracious on the far side of Urban Fox, then Bilston Brook, Wilhelmina, and a very disappointing Rhododendron.